Astrology time, and today is Monday, the 17th of August. So Shane here, daily-astrocat.com, and today we've got Monday, and our moon is going to begin void of course, right? Got your astrology here, void of course in Libra, and will enter Scorpio right around 5:48 in the evening, okay? And then she's going to be focused until about 1:01 in the morning here on the East Coast, so always East Coast times, right? With yesterday's beauty still at the top of our minds, hey, got some sun, right? Spent a wonderful day outside, mostly in the pool, mostly with my eldest grandson. So that was quite fun, and we had a great time. I am sore, but other than that, everything's fantastic. We're going to get to that later on as we progress here. But thank you so much for all the kind comments and everything like that. I really appreciate it. Let's go. So yesterday's beauty still is at the top of our minds because it was a gorgeous day. This morning, our words will overcome the doubts. Okay, any doubts that we may have had are going to be overcome by words, or any doubts that others may have about what it is that we're supposed to be doing can be overcome by words. Now, they will sum up a grandeur of our experience in ways, the words, right? The words will sum up a grandeur of our experience, like yesterday, in ways that are going to produce our desired results, because we're going to be able to go there. Expectations will be met, and in many cases, they'll be exceeded. And the result will be a commitment to do something, right? We need to do something. This applies to all previous inquiries only. It will set us on a positive path for this week and beyond, okay? The moon in Libra will have you curious as to what this could possibly be. Balancing the beauty with the desired result. Venus is sextile Jupiter at 12:16. Also in the afternoon, right? East Coast time, remember. After which there is no longer a question, okay? There's no longer a question of whether it's right or wrong. You'll know right then, right? It becomes a matter of trust. Tonight, the need to know is more... Tonight, the need to know more is going to drive us to discover the mechanism by which we can step into more future abundance. You can apply this to romance, work, or self-discovery. And today's keyword is trust. And the color is a raspberry beret. Sounds like a song, right? Yes. Now, this final act of the Leo season, these last weeks, right? This last week is dedicated to everyone who has had to summon up courage to face some of life's challenges over the last few months. Look, although we rarely talk about these things here, that courage is to be commended, and we are being led to a place where greater understanding and empathy can help us process some of the pain and accelerate healing and recovery. Mercury, Trine, Saturn can help turn that page as well. That occurs today. And it isn't all about business, pleasure, or creativity. That's right. Sometimes it's about survival. Speaking of creativity, Mars and Neptune are square at 5:52 in the morning. Don't rush to judgment on creative decisions. What seems like a surefire hit is most likely going to miss the mark due to possible insensitivity that you can't see. Make sure that you're acting in your own best interest at all times. Now, the void of course moon in Libra should have us holding back anyway, so that's not really a threat for today, but for the next week, you want to make sure you're paying attention to that, just to make sure you're coming from that right place. With Mars being in Cancer, this is, we're talking about, it's emotional, and it's also just not very comfortable there. So we're going to be acting from a place of abundant caution and in a defensive manner. And we just want to make sure that when we're doing that we're not being insensitive just due to try to get it out there, okay? The void of course moon in Libra has us acting that way. Now, look, at some point, the floodgates for the new and innovative ideas are going to open up, but they're going to have to wait until we've repaired that Virgo-Pisces connection. This is kind of nodal in the way that I'm talking about it, and this is kind of developing, okay? And I as we're watching these nodes and really paying attention to them and keying into them, we're able to see some of the things that may have been holding us back because of that north node, south node focus and the giving, the releasing and the leaning into that put things out of balance. And so we're restoring a balance as we swing into the next imbalance, but the next imbalance helps us point us in a direction that's going to be productive for now, but once again, will probably have to be repaired later. Now, the focused moon in Scorpio does oppose Chiron tonight. That's an opposition. So why is it still a focused moon? Well, because for the purpose of void of course moons, Chiron is not factored into that. A void of course moon does not include Chiron. So, because Chiron is a centaur, so Chiron is an asteroid out there. What impact will your willpower have on your health? Time invested into this pays you back more than tenfold. Think about that. If you put time into maintaining health, it pays you back so much more. Ounce of prevention, pound of cure. That's 1/16th, right? Now, find the pleasure in doing the right things for you and your family, as far as that's concerned, health-wise, all right? So here's one of these things that I've always wondered. In 1903, Joseph Pulitzer donates $1 million to Columbia University and begins the Pulitzer Prizes in the United States. Columbia University, that's where they're out in New York. And our birth is Leslie Groves. He's born in 1896. He's an American Army general who directed the Manhattan Project and the construction of the Pentagon. He's born in Albany, New York, and he died in 1970. Kind of a Leo's Leo, right? Hard charging, hard driving. Yep, Leo guy. And that's all I have for you. Let's recap, shall we? The color is raspberry beret, and the keyword is trust. Thank you so much. I appreciate and love every single one of you. Today is a 6. Happy astrocatting.